swear or affirm? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and the truth so help you God?
That was not recorded.
Okay. I'm sorry?
It was not recorded. It doesn't matter.
Thank you. Okay. All right, officers, tell me what led you to write this gentleman a citation.
On July 29th this year, 10:19 p.m.
Not you.
The Daily County Route 44. On stationary radar, 7300 block, state rating 4 westbound.
Okay.
Position in the south shoulder, basic use monitoring westbound traffic. Third vehicle approach our location. Driving well close to 45 miles an hour. I have a visual estimate of the vehicle speed at 85 miles an hour. Tracking vehicle to the 701 block and 7300 block at my radar. At 87 miles an hour and clear on the zone. And that vehicle passed my location. Then you turn on the side of the vehicle, driving that stop on said vehicle, and contact the driver. After that, then by about 45 minutes.
Okay, and do you make any statements to you that I need to know about?
No.
Okay, and do you have your documents with you?
Yes, I do.
All right, if you take a moment to show them to the defendant so he knows what you have to testify here today.
Okay.
All right.
What verifies that? Coming from the radar or the pipe that
Right, we'll let you ask all your questions in just a second. As soon as he's done showing you the documents, you can ask whatever you want, okay?
And every 6 months, we get the radar calibrated. They will show me the last calibrated on May 3rd, 2013. Calibrated. This is company that does it. Okay. This is pass. You did our unit. Was it your 5-1?
Okay, so basically there's 3 things that they have to show you to be able to testify. Number 1, that they're trained to use the radar. Number 2, that the radar is sent out to an independent place every 6 months to be tested on its own, and they test at the beginning and the end of their enforcement. Do you have any questions for the officers? I know you had a question about the certificate, so if you want to ask them that, go right ahead.
This is the radar block that we have. It shows that I calibrate my units at the beginning of the that the radar scoring of units
Yeah, this is under oath, so it would be verified.
I'm entitled to repair anything on here, but
Right, so you want to tell me what happened? It's okay, take your time. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, so why don't you tell me what happened?
Right now, I want to make sure I'm doing it.
Well, we're not recorded, so if you want your own record of what's occurring today, then according to the traffic rules, you were supposed to bring in a tape recorder, and you could have taped it, or if you want to tape it, well, you can't really tape it on your phone, but you need to bring a recorder because the clerk has to keep the tape, and I'll make you a copy and a transcript. No, because it's not being recorded now because you didn't bring, I don't think you brought a tape recorder. Traffic citations are not recorded unless they're criminal. And since there's no chance of you going to jail, at least not with a ticket, then that's why they don't record.
1 minute. 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 1 min What grounds are required for the target?
I can't tell you what grounds are for the charge to be dismissed, because then I can your defense attorney, and they don't let me do that. Okay. Alright, so Officer Baguette, can you assist him with explaining how that radar, how you get his car out of every other car on the road? Maybe that would be helpful. Yeah, absolutely. Let him explain that first, and then you can have. Yeah, if you need a couple minutes, it's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, we'll put you on a brief home, okay? Alright, no problem. Thank you. I don't have any attorney of record on your case. Do you have an attorney? Okay, it's got to be a licensed Florida bar attorney. If you want somebody to represent you, that's a law. Pretty much every law that I know of that you go into any court in the state of Florida or any other court, whether it be federal or state, you have to be a licensed attorney to represent somebody. Okay, and since I don't have that file, you're doing fine going forward yourself. So you were going to tell me what happened. So, what happened?
I was waiting for full disclosure.
You just had full disclosure because they just testified.
It's still good.
This is civil. Remember, that's why we talked about that in the beginning. It's civil. Were you hurt? Then no. How is it civil? Because see this big book? Florida Rules of Traffic Court? That's what makes it civil. That's the law that governs these particular types of infractions. If it was criminal, you would be next door, and then you would be facing jail time. You're not facing jail time at all in this court. In this court, because it's civil. Did you hit something? Okay, then no property damage. I just told you. The legislature decriminalized certain tickets, I want to say like 25 years ago. So they became civil infractions. And that's what this court deals with, and there's a separate court that deals with the ones that are still criminal. But that doesn't apply to you. This is a speeding ticket. It's a civil matter. Who's it? Mine?
Excuse me. Sir,
No, it's okay.
You gotta film and let us know, okay? Are you filming?
You can't do it without consent, but it's an open proceeding. You do whatever you want. It's fine. I'm sorry, I didn't last question. You want my oath of office? I've done this 27 years. My oath is 27 years old, and it's filed with court administration. So if you want it, that's not a problem. You can do a freedom of information after that. Yeah, well, I don't have to do that because we are proceeding. You're already in trial. Absolutely not. Yeah, if you wanted it, you need to get it from court admin, and it had to go before your trial. But you can ask for it after your trial. You just can't stop the trial and not to get it. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain. No, because I don't carry it with me. Sure. Not a problem. What else? Okay, and why do you want to dismiss? What is your legal basis? Okay, you may not have been doing commerce, but were you speeding? I think what you're trying to tell me, and you tell me if this is correct, I think what you're trying to tell me is that you don't travel under the same authority and laws. Is that correct? So therefore, right. So therefore, you're saying that it doesn't have anything to do with commerce because of the original agreement when you were a baby and all that stuff that your mom entered into with the state. Correct. Correct.
It's not a conflict of interest.
No, actually, it's their job under statute to enforce any traffic law. Yeah, I mean, but you're taking it, so you can have a transfer. I'm sorry?
It's often bringing anything or the state of Florida.
The state of Florida brings the claim, and it's done through a uniform traffic citation. That's the charging document that the officer writes and gives you. You don't have prosecutors, you don't have prosecutors, is that what you mean? The witnesses are present. There's not a separate prosecutor because it's not a criminal case.
I mean, the person bringing the claim, are they there to speak?
Right. Right. The state of Florida brings the claim. The actual state of Florida is not. The testimony comes in through the officers who wrote the charging document. It's not a conflict of interest, and even if it was a conflict of interest, let's pretend that it is, then it's not a legal reason for me to dismiss it. I need a legal reason. Okay, do you have somebody from the Florida bar and you'd like to file a notice of hearing? Right, but I can't tell you every law, and I can't tell you every defense, and you had a little more than 6.5 years to prepare your defense. The affidavit, do I have your affidavit? Did you present one to the court? Then I'm sure to report back. Okay, yes. Okay, I did read this. You presented this last time. Right? Okay.
Right now, I'm appointing my country.
Okay, well, you can appoint whoever you would like, but I'm not going to listen to anybody that's not a member of the Florida bar. So, are you going to tell me what your defense is, other than, I understand your first defense is the conflict of interest. Do you have any other defenses that you want to tell the court?
You didn't provide legal open office.
Okay, so your second defense is that you want to know.
And I'm asking the man that my country did, because I have.
Right, and I've already ruled on that.
You saying that you have to provide proof of verification of that, and you're not.
No, I'm just saying he has to show that he's an attorney, licensed to practice in.
And I'm asking you to do that.
What do you want, my bar? Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, so let's go back to what your defenses are to speeding. So tell me what those are. Because that's what you're charged with, right? That's the civil infraction. So I just want to know, the state presented their testimony, I just want to know what happened so that we can determine whether or not the infraction occurred. And you, right? You represent the oh, you're not. I'm confused. Alright. What you're saying is, are you telling me about? Oh, okay. Right. Oh, okay. So, right. So it wasn't your corporate body that was driving, or is it your flesh and blood body that's here? Right, because you're telling me you're representing Vrsn, right? Okay. All right. Do you have a Florida's driver's license that's valid? Okay. May I see it? Thank you. Who's it?
You can't see it from that far. Move up, please.
Let's see what you got. Let me see. All right. Well, can I hold it? Good. All right. So let's. And Mr. Okay, and it is valid. Okay, and here's your signature. Is that your not your signature, but Mr. Signature? Right there.
What is the reason?
Because see where it says, I agree to obey all laws of the state of Florida in order to have the privilege to drive, because driving is a privilege and not a right. So what I think you're trying to tell me is a traveler in a conveyance and does not put themselves to the authority, he does not put himself to the authority of the state when it comes to driving. So on that basis, I'm just going to revoke your privileges, and you can travel wherever you want.
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right, well, I appreciate your efforts. Is there anything else you want me to know? No, but that's the cool thing about this, you don't have to give me power. I can do it. Okay, so.
Not fair.
Okay, well, I've taken up a lot of the court's time to try to understand what your offense is. Right, and I appreciate that, but you haven't given me any defenses, so on that basis, I have to find some states met their burden of proof, take a look at his driving record, which shows, let's see, your license is all cleared up, so that's great, and that your last ticket was a seatbelt. Okay, so then on that basis, you had an 87 for your car? Okay, so at 42 over? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So 42 over is a $650 ticket. So in $650, you go to medical school,